So this video was requested by a subscriber, the top 10 office fragrances during the winter season. And before we start, if you want to support the channel, you could buy a sample or a travel size at my store, scentpilot.com. We did start the Black Friday sale early. The entire store is 15% off. Any order over $50 will qualify for free shipping, and any order over $100 will unlock a free 10 ml sample from a select variety of brands like Mont Blanc and Versace. Without any further ado, let's get into this video. Just to be clear, I do think you're able to wear a fresh and clean fragrance in the office during the winter time. So there are some fragrances that I personally would wear that are not going to be on this list. This list is strictly dedicated for those who wanted a winter type of fragrance that also works in professional environments. Number 1, Tom Ford Noir Extreme Eau de Parfum. The one and done office fragrance, at least to me. This used to be my signature scent in the wintertime when I used to work in the office environments. It starts off with a combination of spices, most notably cardamom. And in the dry down, the spicy fastest will remain present, but now it becomes sweeter with the vanilla becoming the star player. It also has a unique note of kulfi, which is a creamy Indian dessert that's kind of like ice cream. Now, I prefer the Parfum Flanker over the Eau de Parfum, but when it comes to the office environment, I do think this is the better option. The scent profile is cleaner and slightly fresher, which does give it a bit more of a professional edge, and the performance as far as the projection is more reserved. You could also wear the Parfum if you'd like, but I would dial back the sprays, especially if it's an intimate work environment. One of my favorite office fragrances during the winter, Tom Ford Noir Extreme Eau de Parfum. Number 2, Gucci Intense Oud. I would personally wear this fragrance all year round, but for some people out there, they interpret this one as a fall winter fragrance. This follows the trifecta of rose, oud, and saffron, which is a very popular style of perfumery that's found in the Middle East. But this makes it more entry level and more mass appealing. They add raspberry, pear, and patchouli, which adds a touch of sweetness and gives it a clean, professional quality. If you're that person in the office environment who's looking for a unique designer fragrance, something that's going to make you stand out from the crowd, this right here is a great option. The day that I wore this fragrance, I got a compliment on camera.
You smell the cologne? Is it, I have like 2 on me. Is it this one?
Yeah, maybe. It's really nice.
Or is it this one? Sorry.
No, it's that one. What's that?
Oh, this is Gucci Intense Oud. You like this one a lot?
That one's nice. Better than that one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm wearing today.
That one.
The Gucci Intense. Yeah,
Yeah,
Gucci
it's very
Intense
nice.
Oud.
Well, I love Gucci. My cat's name is Gucci.
One of my favorite pickups of 2025, and I honestly think it's a great office fragrance, especially during the cooler months. But if you're not familiar with this type of scent profile, I would recommend you sample it or try it before committing to the full bottle. Number 3, Victor Orov Spice Bomb Extreme. As the name implies, this opens up with an explosion of spices. You will get a combination of cinnamon and tobacco, and in the dry down, these spicy elements will remain present, but now it's combined with woody elements and a sweet vanilla. In my opinion, this has one of the best dry downs out of any fragrance on the market. Once it gets to that stage, it's seductive, it's charming, and it truly does have an inviting quality. Although it has a good amount of longevity, the projection is on the reserve side, which does give it a safe professional appeal. One of the best wintertime fragrances that also works for the office, Spice Bomb Extreme. Number 4, Paul Gaultier Le Mal Le Parfum. Now, some of you may be surprised to see this fragrance on this list. It's known to be an attention-grabbing fragrance that does offer a good amount of longevity and projection. I personally prefer Le Mal Elixir over this one here, and I used to wear Le Mal Elixir in the office, but I would dial back the sprays. 3 to 5 max with that one, and if you follow that same routine with this one here, you could absolutely wear this one in the office. Imagine the original Le Mal, a combination of lavender, mint, and vanilla. It kind of smells like shaving cream. Le Mal Le Parfum takes that foundation and adds a bit of iris and cardamom, giving it a spicy spicy touch with a clean, powdery quality. When I compare it to Lamau Elixir and Ultramale, this does come off the most mature and the most professional. So if you wanted to wear this one to the office, you absolutely can. But again, I would dial back on the sprays. This offers beast mode performance. You don't want it to be offensive or cloying. Number 5, Givenchy Gentleman's Society Ombre. Like I mentioned earlier, Spice Bomb Extreme has one of the most addictive dry downs. This falls within a similar territory as far as the dry down phase. In fact, they also use similar notes. But in the opening, instead of having an explosion of spices, this goes in a clean, powdery direction with the use of iris. And between these two fragrances, if I had to pick one, I would go with Givenchy Gentleman's Society Ombre. I enjoy the experience of this fragrance more from the opening all the way to the dry down. And when it comes to performance, this offers better projection while still maintaining a clean, professional element. But either option should be great for the office, especially during the winter time. Number 6, Armani Code Eau de Parfum. This to me is the James Bond fragrance. More specifically, the Pierce Brosnan era. It has a clean, professional, elegant appeal, but yet there's a playful charm. A man who does not take himself too seriously. In the opening, this will remind you of Coca-Cola. And in the dry down, it takes the core foundation of the original Armani Code, which is a combination of lavender and tonka bean, and it amplifies the tonka bean. So you're going to have the powdery facet with a vanilla-like sweetness that does give it a smooth, silky quality. If I was to go back to the office environments during the winter time, this would 100% be on my rotation. A classy, clean, refined fragrance, and my personal favorite flanker from the line, Armani Code Eau de Parfum. Number 7, Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion Parfum. Now, some of you may be surprised to see this fragrance on this list as well, but in my opinion, this is one of the best releases of 2025. I was not the biggest fan of the original Devotion. It didn't cater to my taste because I felt like the coffee and lemon note just kept on clashing together. This, on the other hand, is masterfully blended. It does deviate away from the original DNA, where the coffee and the lemon sit more in the background, and here the lavender and sweet woody elements are more of the focal point. It kind of smells like caramel balanced with some freshness. And when I took this one out to the streets, it got better reactions than the Eau de Parfum.
From 1 to 10, 10 being the best men's cologne, what would you give this one as a score?
I think 9.
9?
9.5.
Ooh, that's a really high score.
I like it. I would give it a 10. Yeah.
Wow, that's a
Nice.
perfect score right
It's
there.
really nice. Yeah.
So the one we showed you today is the brand new Dolce & Gabbana Devotion Parfum.
Yeah.
One of the best releases of 2025 that could also be a great winter office fragrance, Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion Parfum. Number 8, Stronger With You Parfum by Emporio Armani. This takes the core foundation of the original, a combination of smoky woods, chestnut, and vanilla. It makes it richer and more mature with the addition of leather. In the opening, there's a bit of a cherry medicinal-like aspect, but in the dry down, it pretty much smells like any Stronger With You flanker. So if you own Intensely, Absolutely, or the original, I do find it redundant to own the Parfum as well. In fact, every single one of the fragrances that I just mentioned is a great office fragrance, especially during the winter time. Number 9, Burberry Hero Eau de Parfum. One of the most underrated designer fragrances, and in my opinion, the best Burberry fragrance on the market. It has a smoky, woody scent profile, most notably cedar, with a caramel-like sweetness coming from the benzoin. If you're somebody who likes sweeter fragrances, but you wanted something that's a bit more mature and a bit more classy, that not only could be worn in the fall or winter, but all year round, this right here is a great option. Burberry Hero Eau de Parfum. And last but not least, Bleu de Chanel L'Exclusif. In my opinion, Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum is the one and done office fragrance. The scent profile is very clean, very elegant, and very professional. Let's say you're a big fan of that DNA, but you wanted something that's more suitable for the cooler weather. That's where the L'Exclusif flanker comes in. Imagine Bleu de Chanel Parfum made sweeter. That's what this fragrance smells like. But I will admit, it is a bit redundant to own if you have any other Bleu de Chanel flanker, especially the Parfum. But let's say you want to wear the Eau de Parfum or the Eau de Toilette for the spring and summer, and you wanted this DNA for the fall and winter, I would check out Bleu de Chanel L'Exclusif. So hope you enjoyed the video on the top 10 office fragrances during the winter season. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below what video you want to see next. Make sure to subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, you could buy a sample or a travel size at my store, scentpilot.com. We did start the Black Friday sale early. The entire store is 15% off. Any order over $50 will qualify for free shipping, and any order over $100 will unlock a free 10 ml sample from a select variety of brands like Mont Blanc and Versace. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.